drill your hole, I'm going to use a 2-gallon bucket here. I used to drill the hole down here, but I learned that if I drill the hole up here, the bucket can fill up further, and it sometimes hangs better on the tree too. Now, I still use some of the buckets that have the hole here, but I'm going to use a 3/4 inch drill bit. You got your hole. What you also might want to do, though, if you have a lot of fuzz and this stuff around the hole, you might want to take clippers and clip around it. Also here, you might want to clip the sides a little. That sometimes helps. Okay, to tap the tree, first you're going to need a hammer. You're going to need a spile. You are also going to need a good drill with a 5/16 inch drill bit on the end. Alright, see? You're going to tap right here. I'm going to drill on a slight angle, about 10 degrees to 20 degrees upward angle. 1 3/4 inches to 2 inches in. On a good day, it will absolutely start gushing out and oozing out, like you can see on my drill bit. That means it's really going to be going, and you can see it pouring down here. Okay, take your spile. I got it through Leader Evaporator. They are a company located in Vermont. They have several warehouse stores. If you're going to order through the internet, you want to order really early, because I went on their website to look around and they were like 2 weeks behind on back orders. So when you hear a thud, then you're really good, and you can see it absolutely pouring out. You want to tap at least 6 inches away in each direction from your tap from last year, and I kind of forgot that rule this time, but it's still dripping. It's just not very good for the tree, so you want to try to tap at least 6 inches away from all other holes that you have made. Absolutely just gushing out. It's doing really well. Now I'm going to pop the lid on. There you got it. Fits on there really nice. As you can see what I did with this tree is so big you can fit 4 buckets on it. Most trees can only fit 1 or 2 or 3, but this one is really wide. As you can see what I did on this tree, I tapped right above a root. There's my spile. And then it's also good to try to tap below a large branch. Now this is what happens if you forget to empty your buckets. They kind of like overflow. The 2 main things that helps sap to flow is change in temperature and change in pressure. If you get a change in temperature below 32 and above 38 or 42, then you're going to have nice flowing sap. This is my weather station. But if you get pressure change, like you can see here, then you get really good flowing sap, and that's why my buckets overflowed just before. But sometimes it's plain steady across for the pressure history here. There are basically 5 different kinds of trees you can tap. You can tap any kind of maple tree, but the sugar maple and the black maple have the highest sugar content. You can also tap box elder trees, also known as the ash leaf maple, black walnut trees, birch trees, and hickory trees. Here I use a tube in replace of a spile. It is 3 to 4 inches long, the outside diameter is 5/16 inches, and it costs 5 to 7 cents each. This is a good idea, especially since spiles can cost up to $3. The way I hook the bucket on is with these nails up here. This is our maple syrup evaporator. If it would rain, we would put a cover over the chimney and another cover over the pan. Got extra wood. Got the fire going underneath. And it's good to stoke every 15 minutes or so. You can barely see the sap in there running down. Smoke goes through that chimney and up. Not much wind today, but if there is wind, it's good to try to block the whole evaporator. Got extra sap buckets waiting to be boiled down. Sap shouldn't be sitting for more than 1 week. And if it is sitting for 1 week, it should be in temperatures below 45 degrees, otherwise it will need to be refrigerated. It is good to periodically take a large strainer and go through your maple syrup or sap boiling down to get out any impurities. And also if there's foam building on top, you want to keep that off. So, after you're finished with it boiling down outside and it's about 214 degrees, you can bring it in and boil it down inside. You can see it boiling down, and it's just about done now. And as you can see down there on that thermometer, it is 219 to 220 degrees. You want it 7.5 degrees above your local boiling point, and it's about ready now. And so I'm going to show you how we're going to put it and can it up in bottles. Now from the pot, we pour it into the pitcher with a strainer on top. Then from the pitcher to a quart jar or a pint jar of your choice. When you boil your sap down into syrup, nitter is produced. This nitter settles to the bottom of your syrup and does not look very appealing, and of course it doesn't taste good. It's like a sugar sand, and the way you can get it out of your syrup, which is pretty hard, is to put it through a special strainer. A more commercial way to do this is putting it through a filter press. Or you can just also put it through a very fine strainer or cheesecloth. At the end of the year, you'll pull out all of your spiles. You'll know when to stop. When the sap looks more milky-ish and it doesn't look right, there's another way to tell when the sap season is over. But the most important thing is if the temperatures are warmer than 32 at night, or 35 or whatever. So, and when it doesn't drip like it's doing here. Okay, so I'm going to use a pair of vice grips. You can use regular pliers on most spiles. I'm using these here for easiness. And you don't have to pull too hard. Just pull it out like that. And then we throw out all of our white buckets because they usually become moldy. And so that's it from start to finish. Tapping, collecting, boiling, and canning. I hope you have fun. And remember, every drop of sap